Yeah, sure. Hello. What's up? Hey, Fiery. You know I love you, Fiery love. You'll never text me. Hello, Honey Sam, Boo Boo. Hello, Arissa. Hello, Alicia. Where's my Minji? I miss Minji. Hello, Cindy Taylor. Hello, Geneva. Hello, Jennifer, my mommy. Hello, Earl. Hello, Julius Murphy. Hello, Edwin. What's up, Dominique Lee? I mean the brownie. Okay, so yeah, that's about the ritual. We didn't do it. We're gonna do it tonight or tomorrow. We haven't done it yet. Thank you, Skylar. Thank you very much. So the star of the evening is not here yet. I'm at his house. He's coming home in a little bit. He'll be home in like maybe 5 minutes. In the meantime, I want to give y'all some updates on some shit. I have so many things I have to tell y'all. The big major announcement, I think that's him right there. The big major, Kimmy, that's Kimmy. Look at him. He's tall and light skinned. You know, light skinned folks, they're vulnerable. You know, they can't go out in the sun and all that. You know what I'm saying?
You waiting on me?
Well, yeah.
I'm supposed to be in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
What you doing? What you doing?
You got some water?
You alright? You got something? Oh, Kimmy! This is him. And this is what you do. You were doing a workout.
I went to a,
I'm nosy. I want to know what you're doing.
I went to go see her. I went to a CBD oil presentation. Have you heard of that before?
What the hell is that?
It's basically hemp oil or cannabis oil.
You like high? Are you high?
I'm stoned like a motherfucker.
You high right now?
Yeah.
My eyes not red. Okay.
Because I didn't smoke it. You don't smoke it.
Oh, so but you are high. So that shit? Okay. Hello.
No.
Okay, I'm just fucking with you. This is
What's happening, people?
This is
I like
Kimmy.
this little setup you got. This shit is sweet.
Yes. It is.
I wish y'all could see how Cidney got this whole thing hooked up. It's like a movie set.
Yes, it has to be for you. You're the celebrity here.
That's what's up.
I'm just trying to. You ain't never. You don't know Fire. You don't know Rakhem?
Thanks,
Oh.
Father. That's what's up.
Okay, so is this the guy you almost ended it over? I don't know what you're talking about, but no, it's not nothing like that. So
No, I'm not that brother.
I don't know who that is, but no.
She talking about Jimmy, you know.
Is it you? I don't know. What's up, Jimmy King? Jimmy King is...
JK in the house.
Well, Jimmy King was a good rapper, but Jimmy King is not going to agree with none of the shit we about to say. I know
That's
him.
all right.
Okay, anyway, so...
He agrees. If people who tune into you, they agree with you. Even if they don't agree,
They agree.
in their subconscious mind,
They agree.
they're drawn.
Well,
That's how it rolls.
well, this is Kim. I call him Kimmy.
Is that
Short.
Tony Sotomayor?
I don't know who that is. Who the fuck is that? This is, and she does have a nice face. Yes, she does. I wouldn't be this close to him if I thought he was ugly. I'm shallow. No matter how nice he was, I wouldn't like him. Okay, anyway, so, this is Rakhem. So he got about 5 names, you know. Bot, Legion, III, all these fucking spiritual names. Those black folks got these damn spiritual names. It ain't their real names. Nigga named Rodney, but you calling them fucking King Israel and shit. But anyway, his name that everybody knows him by is Rakhem Seku.
Rakhem Seku.
Yeah, somebody from the motherland gave him that damn name. And he is quite the character, quite the interesting dude. He's quite the unorthodox man. You know what I'm saying? He's married. He's been married for 22 years.
Yeah, about 22.
My whole life, basically. Shit. I was 4 when y'all got married, some shit like that. He's been married to the young lady y'all met last night, Kenya.
K.
Yes. The one that she recommended. She told everybody that I should have sex with you last night.
For real?
Yeah. She's like, I recommend it.
You should have sex with me.
I've been thinking about it, actually.
I recommend it.
I've definitely been thinking about it.
I'm sure people think we already had sex.
But that's because you got that reputation of slinging your dick.
When people see me with a woman, they automatically think I had sex with her automatically.
They do.
And we've had opportunities to have sex.
We've had several opportunities to have sex. I mean, I've been here. We've had sex today.
And have I made any moves on you?
Yeah, you light skinned niggas are always slick. He trying to buy me food. He trying to buy me food. That's making a move because you're trying to get me to fuck. And it worked that time you bought them burritos. I'm just lying. We ain't even had no burritos. Okay, so, but no, so he is the co-CEO. Isn't that the correct term? Y'all own it together. Co-owner of Juju Mama.
Co-owner, yeah.
And they basically live this shit. You know, they're polyamorous, and he's just a very interesting person. You told me some shit today that was pretty dope. I'm gonna repeat it. The thing you said about the living situation. Can I say that?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, cool. So this is a man who says that he is perfectly, and I've seen, who is perfectly okay with his wife having as many men as she chooses. It's not an issue with him. He actually supports it. It's not like it's tolerated. It's not like she does it and he back there somewhere punching holes in the walls, crying and shit every time she go out the door. You know when they be punching.
I'm not in the basement loading the clip in the Glock.
Yeah.
Waiting for a motherfucker to come down and cow.
Right. You know he ain't doing all that. It's actually.
I'm not sharpening knives and machetes.
So how the fuck do you do that? Like how the fuck did you? And what is this whole thing about? You alpha man shit. Let's just go and get into the damn meat. How the fuck did you let other men date your wife and call yourself a man?
Okay, so basically, I guess my definition of what a man is and what an alpha man is probably different than the average. The average brother, the regular brother, is going to look at an alpha male and be the male that fucks all the women and that physically dominates all the men. I mean, that's basically most people's definition of what alpha is. It's the man who fucks all the women and who physically dominates and suppresses and oppresses the other men, all the betas, right? My definition of an alpha is different. My definition of an alpha is a man who's in his four masculine gender archetypes. He's a leader, which means he takes accountability for his life. He takes accountability for his woman, for his family, for his community. He's a soldier, which means he's willing to make the sacrifice play for his family, for his community, for goals that are larger than his ego. It means that he's a negotiator. He's on top of his business. He's making money. He knows how to talk to his woman. He knows what words to say to his woman to get her wet or to calm her down or to make her feel comfortable. And he's a monk. He's a brother who understands it's important to seek wisdom in the world. It's important to subject yourself to men and women who have wisdom and learn from them and to master something. If you're a man and you're not mastering shit in the world, then you're not in your manhood. Master something, I don't care what it is. You can master changing tires, fixing seats, sewing, business, whatever it is, doesn't matter. You got to master something. If you're not mastering something, if you're not an expert at something or striving to be an expert that you can't hand down and teach the community and teach the kids, then you are not a man who's in his masculine nature. You're not an alpha male. I don't care who the fuck you think you can fuck. I don't care what men you beat down. I don't care you beating your chest, etc., etc. So that's what an alpha is to me. An alpha male is not a man who cheats on his woman. An alpha male is a male who does everything up front and in the sunlight. You know what I'm saying? Like he's saying, look, this is who I am. This is what I'm about. I'm going to keep it 100% real with you. You see what I'm saying? Like if I'm going to do something like date other women or whatever, I'm going to tell you that up front so you can decide as a woman if you want to be with a man like me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to lay everything out on the line. See, a real man, like the King Lion, does everything out in front of everybody. He's not hiding and sneaking behind the scenes and in the dark and shit like that. That's a beta male. That's a man who's scared to fucking live his truth. That's a man who's scared of his fucking woman. You see what I'm saying? That's a man who's scared to face society and, you know what I'm saying, like what people are going to come to him with about who he is. See, I'm not scared of who I am. See what I'm saying? I don't have to act like, you know what I'm saying, I'm one way, but then behind the scenes, I'm doing something different. So that's how I define an alpha. It's just different. So it's cool if a man thinks he's alpha by the old definition because he's fucking all the women, he's got big muscles, and he's dominating men. That's cool. You go be that alpha. But trust me, with the progressive love movement, there's a new definition of what it means to be an alpha male. A new definition of what it means to be an alpha female. You see what I'm saying? And so it's about power. It's about being in power. It's about living an authentic life, being real, being accountable. And that's where it's at. So in terms of my wife having sex with other men, you know what I'm saying? Like my belief about women, about the feminine, you see what I'm saying? Is that she should be allowed to fuck who she wants, to fuck where she wants, and to fuck when she wants. You see what I'm saying? I don't believe in it.
Okay, is it back? Are we back? Uh-oh, sorry. We're reconnecting the whole thing. Are y'all here again? We don't know what happened. It was just a segment. I think you was getting too real. You know what I'm saying? I think you was getting too swollen in the chest, and then when the swollenness comes out, it shatters shit, and that was really good.
Exactly.
I think
but just to finish up what I was saying, in terms of the alpha male, and my manhood is not defined by what another human being chooses to do with their body or what choices they make. That includes my wife, that includes my girlfriend. The problem is a lot of men have, when they are with women, their manhood.
Are they back? Can they see us? Can y'all let us know if y'all can, what's going on? If y'all are here or not? 1 second. I don't want people to miss the juicy shit. Are y'all here or not? Or should we do something? Because it's really weird. Because they're not. Because it's no comments going, and that's usually.
Yeah, that's an indication.
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay, it's a slight delay, very slight delay. Okay, cool. All right, so where were you?
Well, no, I was just saying, for me as a man, my manhood is not defined by choices that somebody else makes. That includes my wife. She needs to make the best decisions and choices for her. What she wants to do with her life, how she wants to spend her time. And it just so happens that her and I are in an open relationship, which means, she has the freedom to connect with other men as she sees and chooses to do that. My manhood, my masculinity is not tied up in my wife being sexually exclusive with me. You see what I'm saying? That's not the definition of what manhood is for me. For a lot of men, that's what it is. For most men, that's what it is. The way their woman functions, the kind of woman they have, so how she looks, her status in society, right? That, a lot of men take that and they use that to help define and justify their manhood or their masculinity. That's not what it is for me. What defines my masculinity is what I talked about earlier, how I show up as a man. Not based on what my wife chooses to do, not based on what anybody else in society chooses to do. How am I living my life? Am I living in integrity? Am I being accountable? Am I supporting my wife, in her life, regardless of the choices that she makes? I made a commitment to her. Am I sticking with that commitment? You see what I'm saying? Even if she's doing something I might not be comfortable with or I disagree with. But if it's something that she wants to do, then I'm going to support her in that. I'm going to support my family regardless. I'm not going to leave my wife. I'm not divorcing my wife. You see what I'm saying? I don't care what the hell's going on. We're going to work through it. So, no, because I made a commitment as a man, I made a commitment to be with my family and to support my family and be there. So, no, if she makes a choice to do something or be with somebody, that's not going to affect my manhood or my masculinity.
That's really interesting. That's really dope that you put it.
And the reason why, to go back to the original thing, you said, why did I say alpha males can only share women?
Yeah.
Because an alpha male is able to face his own issues, including his jealousy. The bottom line is most men would just be too jealous and insecure to have their woman be with another man. That's why you can't, as women, you can't really tell your men, or not all women, but a lot of women can't talk to their men about their past lovers because the men are too insecure to hear that. That's why you can't fuck his friends. You can't fuck his friends because he doesn't want to look at his friend's face and have to think about the comparison between his friend's sexuality with his woman versus his sexuality with his woman. See, men are very insecure about their sexuality, many men. I don't care who you fuck. My friends or who, it doesn't matter. There's not some golden rule where, if you fuck my boy, then you and I can't get married or be together. That shit is stupid as hell. No, if you're somebody that I love and connect with, I don't care who you've been with.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? That's what marriage and long-term commitment is supposed to be about, not based on your sexual interest. That shit is stupid. It's as dumb as hell.
I love you.
So that's the deal.
You like spiritual, real, intelligent, scientific motherfucker. That's you. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nerdy motherfucker. You definitely are nerdy.
Who knows Tantra.
And also be, I hear your damn balls swing. Right. Let's just get back. We got to go back. We got to get into balls. We can't
talk about
finish
balls?
this without balls. Okay, so Yes. Wow. I don't even know. I'm a little speechless. I mean, we've talked about this before, but I've always, that's some deep shit what you said about your manhood is not dictated on what somebody else, what his woman is doing. And I've always agreed that only alpha men can share. Ever since I heard you say that, I understood it immediately. You explain it a lot better than I could probably ever explain it. But to me, it's something very weak about it's not a judgment, but it's just how I feel. I think it's something kind of weak about a possessive man who feels like, what his woman does, it has something to do with him and all that shit like that. I've always felt it's kind of weak. I used to really like, when I was 16, I used to want my man to be real jealous. I thought it was cute. I thought that's what love meant. And it's amazing how many grown-ass people really still feel like jealousy and insecurity means love, and acceptance and giving your woman or man freedom means not love. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that shit is really fucking dope.
No, I agree. I mean, if you look at the extreme where men really feel a lot of jealousy, right? Mm-hmm. The extreme is when you look at the Middle East, where they have their women covered up in all those clothes and hats and shit.
You can only see the eyes.
You can only see the eyes. Women can't even go outside without permission. In many cases, like they just passed a law in Saudi Arabia where women are allowed to drive now without their husband's permission. Just the stupid shit they do over there, that they're so threatened by a woman's sexuality and a woman's power that they just focus on, suppressing her and oppressing her in every single way. Like, that's an example of insecure manhood to me, and it's not that bad here in the States, obviously, but a lot of the men here in the States have some of that. They're really insecure about their woman expressing themselves. They're insecure about their woman having male friends. Even if it's a completely sexually exclusive relationship with their husband or boyfriend, a lot of men are still insecure with their woman talking to another guy. Like, what the fuck is your problem? She can't have male friends? You don't trust her enough to have a male friend? You're all supposed to be married and supposed to trust each other? You don't trust her? No, that's what insecurity is. That's what beta maleness is. An alpha male, if I've committed to this woman, you see what I'm saying? Why am I not going to trust her? Babe, go do your thing. Even if we're exclusive sexually. I gave you my word. You gave me your word. We're cool. Go do your thing, babe. Talk to whoever you want. Hang out with whoever you want. Like, I'm not going to feel insecure about that. That's what I'm talking about. So to me, that's why I say only alpha men can share a woman. Just like when you look at the king lion in a larger lion pack, right? It's not just the king lion who has sex with the women. It's the king lion and his other alphas. They all have sex with the women. It's not just, he's not saying, look, y'all motherfuckers cannot fuck the women. He might say, I'm gonna fuck first. But he's not the only one having sex with the other lionesses in the pack. It's him and the other alphas. You see, a beta male would not be able to handle that shit. A beta male would be like, no, only me. Why? Because I'm insecure. You might fuck her better than me. You know what I'm saying? So no, you stay way, way over there. Woman, I'm gonna put you up in a tower, in a quote unquote dungeon, but really a tower, and only I'm gonna have sex with you. No, you don't want to be with a man like that. All he's going to do is hold you back.
Well, a lot of women and people, like I was saying before, feel like that's love. Like, how can you possibly love your wife if you...
yeah, okay.
We got it. We got it, Kenya.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kenya. Thank you, Kenya. How do you... So... What do you, it's really interesting. People don't feel loved that way. You know what I'm saying? People feel like, it's really interesting. Like, even dudes that I deal with, it's like, if I'm not telling them what to do, what they can't do and all that shit, they don't feel like I care. They don't feel like I'm being loved. But then when they get a woman that's controlling, they complain about it all day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they mad because they can't go outside and all that shit. But it seems like they need to feel controlled in order to feel loved.
Right. And that's just the culture. A lot of men and women
too, of course,
feel if their partner is not jealous over them and trying to control them, they don't care. And we have to get out of that. Like what I push in my men's group, the Peaceful Warrior men's group, is to, not get into jealousy as a way to express love for your partner. You don't have to try to control them or be passive aggressive or be manipulative and etc. as a way to show love. No, just show up for them. Be present with them. Support them. Love them. Bring intimacy and spend time and, have sex and make love, etc., etc. That's how you show love to your partner. Not through jealous expression, not through trying to control them and act crazy as hell. When did acting crazy in relationships become normal? Like, why is, pitching a fit and just going off and knocking shit down and, calling 100 times, your partner's phone 100 times and a million text messages? Like, when did that become normal? No, we have to upgrade where we are as a society, where we are as people, and say that stuff is not even necessary. Like, maybe in high school, you want to get away with high school, fine. Early days in college, you're still doing that, cool. But you have to initiate yourself into adulthood, where you're no longer in a place where you feel you got to act that way to express love.
Why do you feel like monogamy is such a big deal? Why do you feel like people feel like that is the only way to do it? And actually, I've quoted him in my Rolling Out interview with the Orgy. I actually quoted him. I don't know what I was doing. I forgot to say it. But you said that monogamy is one of the most failed relationship structure ever, or something like that. You said it better than me, but something along those lines. Like, it's the most failed way to be in a relationship. Why do you think people continue to hold on to that shit? Like, why do you think that they're so afraid to try other relationship styles?
Well, number one, monogamy is all people know. It's all we've been taught. It's in all the television shows, all the movies, all the examples that we've seen, right? Number two, it's taught, monogamy is supported by religion. So religion, which tries to control sexuality, which suppresses a woman's sexuality, right? Really encourages monogamy. And number three, like, look, when it comes to like living your life, when it comes to being a free human being, whatever that is for you, free financially, free expressing yourself, whatever, it takes courage to be free. If you want financial freedom, it takes courage. If you want, sexual freedom, it takes courage. If you want civil, and social freedoms in whatever country you live in, it takes courage. If you want equality, racially, from a gender perspective, it takes courage. Okay? So if you want freedom, you got to fight your own inner demons and say, wait, I'm holding me back. I'm the reason why I don't have the money I want. I'm the reason why I don't have the relationship I want. I'm the reason why I'm letting motherfuckers hold me down because of racism or whatever. Like, I can overcome all that. So the truth is, most people are not ready to fight for their freedoms, to fight for the highest quality of their lives. And that's what we try to teach the Juju Mama, right? We try to teach, how to empower yourself, how to break free of the mental chains, of the emotional chains. You see what I'm saying? And go for your life. So most people are not going to pursue entrepreneurialism. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Been a trader for a while. You're on the other end of the thing for a long time.
I've been butterscotch.
Can't anybody even kiss you if you can get away with it?
I just can't wear lipstick. Or will it leave a red mark?
So ashy lips is the only way to kiss you. That's good. That's very good.
We can use a vaginal dam, and we can lay it over my face. You know what a vaginal dam is?
That's kind of whack.
It's a piece of plastic.
So I gotta go do all that. You should just be darker. You should just do that. So we're having a debate about his light skin.
You can kiss me on the lips.
I could. But even then, it still shows more.
I could lick the lipstick off.
But your problem is, okay, I'm sorry. He light skinned, y'all. I know y'all didn't know. I know y'all didn't even understand what I'm saying. Okay, so this was getting good. Hello, Kenya. His beautiful wife is here supporting this whole conversation. So back with Juju Mama's Rakhem Seku. The other video ended randomly. The power, the power was just. You can't say that word, okay? You don't have it, okay? No, I'm just kidding. We have this running gag about anything.
I'm trying to get my black card from Cidney. She said I'm too light.
You are light skinned.
Butterscotch.
You are, Okay, anywho, so back to the damn juicy shit. I don't even know where we were. We were getting into the alpha man and all that shit. We got into all that. So, okay, let's get into some things about this whole sharing partners and shit, okay? Mm-hmm. The first thing people say, especially in the black community, is the same thing they said about my orgy, STDs. And it was really interesting about it. I call black people out on this shit in every interview that I did. Black people don't be concerned about STDs no other time until somebody challenge something that they already want to do and they feel tight about it, so they got to come up with some shit. Y'all niggas like raw dogging, first off. You don't like rubbers. I don't like rubbers. You don't either. That's why you got all these kids.
They just said black men don't wear rubbers.
Well, I don't. You know, who the fuck want to wear a rubber anyway? Shit. I mean, you know what? I'm condoning what you want to do. I just know I like raw dog. Okay. So if it gets you off to put some plastic over your dick and have a rubber cement pussy, if you smell like rubber cement, it stinks. That's cool. That's fine. But my moral story is, people always talk about STDs and shit, and what I learned in my whole situation with the orgy is that people are most likely to get STDs in a monogamous relationship. My whole thing is, since when did monogamy stop the spread of STDs? Ain't that's the most people? That's where all STDs come from. From monogamous people. From monogamous people who only fucking one person. But yeah, but that's what
99% of them come from that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So people want to know about STDs. Are you worried about catching something from your wife who's fucking all these guys?
So the answer to that is no, I'm not worried. Why am I not worried? I just protect myself. So the STD argument is bullshit. Let me tell you why it's bullshit. All you have to do is take responsibility for protecting yourself. So, for example, if you're worried about STDs, then wear a fucking scuba suit. You know what I'm saying? If you're really scared of touching somebody else's fluids, then vaginal dams, condoms, female condoms, cover yourself in a hefty trash bag. You see what I'm saying? And it's all fixed. See, what people are saying with the STD arguments, they're saying this. They're saying, look, I want to act recklessly. But the way I want to do it is I want to decrease my chance of catching an infection. So let me do it by decreasing numbers of people I'm with. See, I'm not going to protect myself. I'm not going to take responsibility for protecting myself. So I want to try to control you and the rest of the population by telling you all to stop having sex, so that when I have sex with you, you've only had like 1 or 2 partners. It's like the man who says, you know, yeah, I'm worried about STD, so my wife and I are not going to do open relating. But he's fucking around behind her back with his side chicks. See, you see the duplicity, see the bullshit? Mm-hmm. So it's complete bullshit. So no, if you're worried about STDs, protect yourself. Wear whatever you think you need to wear so you don't catch an STD. Bag your shit up, brothers. Go to Walmart, get a hefty trash bag, put that shit over your waist, and put your penis in it, and have sex that way. That way you guarantee no STDs. So whatever is safe for you, then be safe. Now, if you're really concerned about touching somebody else and catching something, then you should be the person, you particularly should be the person who only has sex with your husband or your wife. Don't be reckless. Don't have sex in the backseat of your car after 3 a.m. after the club. Don't have non-protected sex. Nobody on the planet should be worried about STDs. Protect yourself. No, that the real issue is you want to be reckless. You don't want to wear a condom. You don't want to wear a female condom, a vagidam, whatever it is that you feel comfortable with. See, metaphysically, when you are scared of something or feel guilty about something, you're going to attract it to you. So really, you are having sex and you're feeling guilty, and that's that fear that's in the back of your mind, like that's creating your life. That's why you gotta come to Juju Mama and see how this stuff works.
Mm-hmm. With the link in the bio, you get all kind of courses and shit. And y'all teach people how to deal with this. Y'all do a lot of shit. I feel like people know y'all as a progressive couple. Of course, they've been on Dr. Phil, the Monique show. Y'all got, books and shit. I mean, this, a lot of y'all are just getting to know these people, but, a lot of people already know who they are, and I'm just honored to be a part of the crowd. So, y'all do a lot of shit, okay? Kenya was saying that, you have to be taught how to do this, and I think she can say that from experience because y'all weren't always open.
That's right. We were monogamous for approximately 12 years, exclusive, no issues, in terms of dating other people or whatever, but we decided to open our relationship. It took us 2 years to do that because, when Kenya and I first talked about it, I'm the traditional male in many respects, not all respects, but many. So I wanted other women. But what makes me different than a lot of men is I told my wife about it. I said I have feelings for another woman. I wanna have other women, as part of the family. She came back with me later. She's like, we went to marriage counselors about the whole thing. She came back to me later and said, I've been thinking about it. What if I have other men? I said, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, the concept of a married woman having other men was foreign to me. And I was totally against it. You see what I'm saying? So, it took me a long time to get out of the old paradigm way of thinking, to be more open to what a woman is, what femininity is, et cetera, et cetera.
What was your issue with it? Going back, what was your main issue, your personal main issue with her doing it?
I just did not understand why a married woman, I thought that women didn't have high sex drives, didn't really desire sex like that. So the concept of a woman desiring sex and desiring variety and things of that nature was foreign to me. And just a woman outside of her marriage was foreign to me. Like, I knew there was cheating that happens, and that's expected in monogamy. You expect cheating, infidelity, monogamy. But no, for a woman to actually want to have sex outside of her marriage and express that was just so far. I just didn't know what the fuck that was. It's like she might have been talking Japanese. Like, like just, I don't know what the fuck you just said. You want another man? Like, no. I can get other women. That made sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, men with other women makes sense. But women with other men, what the fuck? What are you talking about?
Interesting.
So that was tough.
Wow. Okay. So y'all didn't have Juju Mama. Because Juju Mama offers trainings with shit like this, how to open up marriages, and you do readings. We won't get into all the things you do. You do the tantric shit, the yoni massage, the linga massage, all of these different things that y'all actually offer. But you didn't have a JujuMama.com to go to.
That's right.
So what the fuck did y'all do to get out of that?
We had to figure it out on our own. So there was really no training. Polyamory was new. There wasn't a lot of documentation out there, videos, self-help books, et cetera, et cetera. So we had to figure it out. And what we've done over the course of our open relationship is document the steps that we feel are helpful to help people and help couples who want to explore that to explore it. Now, here's the thing. Even if you don't want to look at open relating, which is totally understandable, because my thing is most people are not ready for it. Like 95% of the population, I recommend, should not even attempt open relating. Just straight talk. Most people are too jealous, or it's too much, it's too far of a different concept, or whatever. No shade. It's too hard. We grew up in a society where monogamy is king, religion is king, and it's just too difficult to break those chains, those mental chains. But for the people who want to explore it and make their monogamous situation better, I say you explore it and learn things like real, authentic communication. Learn things like tantric sex, like how to make a woman have an orgasm without even touching her. You see what I'm saying? Like how a woman can really have deep intimacy with her man and affect him, at a heart level so that he feels fully connected to you. You see what I'm saying? To learn to be real with your partner. Like 100% real and know it's okay. Kenya has a course she's teaching called Up-Level Communications. She's going to teach everybody how to communicate in a way that's so precise and so free of, ambiguous language and bullshit and stuff like that. It's called Up-Level Communications. It's going to teach it June 2nd. And it's real cheap, like $25. So these are the kind of things that you all should just practice, because before you can open relate, you have to master monogamy. And so I'm inviting people to come to JLA and master monogamy. Learn to master yourself, your relationship, feel empowered.
When you say monogamy, explain that. Like, you talking about the relationship between you and you?
Yeah, well, yeah, mastery of self first. So learn to love self, right? Appreciating who you are as a person, not feeling bad about your wants, your desires, right? Then learn to master relating with somebody else. Like I said, how to communicate, how to be real with your communication. How to be able to show empathy for your partner, show compassion. To be able to show up without getting angry when they're expressing themselves. Like that, those are skills. So those are the skills we teach at Juju Mama. And that's what I mean by mastering monogamy. If I can't relate with one person effectively, if I go try to relate with 2 or 3 or 4 other people, I'm just going to fuck all that shit up too.
I think that's another thing people need to know. I don't think that being poly in a relationship fixes the relationship any more than getting married and having a baby does.
No.
I don't think, a lot of people think that, well, we having problems, so he want a threesome, so let me just give it to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's much deeper than that. I think if anything, that would, really explode the fucking issues. You know what I'm saying? I think it should be worked into. I'm not an expert, but I do think it's something that is a process, and that's what I love so much about what Kenya and you have been saying. I mean, you have to learn how to be poly. Like, it's not a thing. A lot of people think because they had a threesome one time, then they poly.
No.
They think because they went. It's just so many stupid shit. So, okay.
And polygamy is not poly. Like, polygyny is not poly. One man with 3 wives, that's just not poly.
Oh, you had another status, and you said that you feel like polyamory is most hated out of the polyandry, which is one woman, multiple husbands, and other one with. Why do you think that polyamory, which is many loves, gets the most shit? You said that in one of these statuses. So
yeah, yeah. I said polyamory or open relating is the most hated social relationship structure on the planet. It's hated more than transgender relating, more than gay marriage. It's hated. It's the polyamory and open is the most hated thing.
Why?
And the reason why is because the number one feared thing on the planet is a sexually free woman. That's the most feared thing on the planet. Is a woman who is 100% sexually liberated. Now, she might have sex with only her man. But guess what? It's her choice. Her choice alone. She gives a fuck what anybody else thinks. She's choosing to do that. And if she chooses not to do that, guess what? It's her choice too. And can't nobody say a damn thing about it. But a sexually free woman? Oh man, society will try to beat her. That's what the whole thing is in the Middle East. All they're worried about is a woman's sexuality. They're trying to suppress a woman's sexuality. So that's why polyamory and open relating is so hated. No man wants a woman to be sexually free. Most men are scared of a sexually free woman. Because in the back of his mind, he knows he can't compete. He knows he's got to step his game up and that he hasn't. So what he's trying to do, instead of stepping his game up and learning sexual skills, he tries to suppress and oppress his woman and the women in his community to try to shame them for their sexual exploits. It's bullshit.
Well, all right. Okay, but question. You say the sexually free woman is the issue. So what about polyandry? Why is that not hated more than polyamory? When you have the multiple husbands, when one woman has multiple husbands. Why is that not hated more?
Polyandry is not hated as much because, one, it's so rare.
Okay. So
there are very few women who are willing to openly be polyandrous, have more than one husband. Now, many women do this, but they do it on the low. So usually women with money, like just to be real, women with means, they'll have multiple men. And those men will oftentimes be loyal to them. But there's very few women who fit that category, and most women cannot go public with it because their brands will get damaged. They'll get judged by the church. They might lose favor in the community, et cetera, et cetera.
I just don't see what the big fuss is about having one good man in your life. What the fuck is the good? What's so good about having that and that only. I'm not. Of course, you want one good man. I mean, I want a man that I live with and that similar to what you and Kenya have. That's why this is tied into my twin flame, because I'm looking at the type of relationship that I want. For the past however many days that I've been here, I've been witnessing it. I've been witnessing how you support her, how if she needs something, you're there. You know what I'm saying? How whether it could be getting groceries out of the car, whether it be anything, you're definitely there for her, and I love it, and I witness it, and I see it. And that she's not monogamous. Obviously, she's not monogamous, but that doesn't hinder your love for her. That's why one of the first things I said in the other video was you don't just tolerate it. It's not something that you're doing because she forced you into it and she threatened to take the kids if you didn't, so therefore you back there gritting your teeth and crying every time you. None of that. Like, it's actually support thing that you're doing there, and I really love it. And I think it's great to have more than one. I just love men a little bit too much just to have one. I want a variety. I want Tom, Dick, and Harry, and Gaddafi too. I like some all. You know what I'm saying? For me, it really comes down to some logic. I never want to be without something that I want. And I posted a Twitter thing the other day. I just basically if I want to guarantee myself constant affection, well, I'd have me a few niggas. Because I don't want to be, you may be busy and not in the mood to be in my face. And I don't like to be sitting around with nobody in my face and I want somebody in my face. So I need to say, all right, Rakhem, you don't want to be in my face. John does. I just don't see, then it just feel good when you get to fuck a couple niggas in a day. I like it when your pussy be tender and sore. You don't have a pussy, so you don't know. But when your pussy is tender, the cock, and it's a different cock, it feels very good. Even before I knew I was poly, I knew I liked that. I did it one time years ago. And I was
multiple cock piece?
Yeah, like 2 dicks in a day. And I liked how my pussy was feeling beat down. I like smelling dicky. I like to smell dicky. Right. Because you've been raw dogging and your pussy starts smelling dicky. Right. And then you start feeling beat down. I wish you had a pussy so you can understand.
No, I'm good on it.
I know you can. But I like feeling good and beat down. It's really good. So, God, there's so much we can dig into that. But more on that. So I really feel like these men really need to get more like yourself. Now, I really, really, really do. You're not going to say it, but I'm going to say it. I feel like it needs to be more men like you in the world. And I think it needs to be more women who are getting to be and experience you. So, you have a Facebook group.
Yes.
Which is that the premise of the Facebook group? To kind of, do men go in there seeking assistance or seeking knowledge on the topics and stuff that you're talking about? I have a men's Facebook group, and what I have is like a ton of audios, videos for the men, and then we discuss topics around personal empowerment, around spirituality and relationships. Now, the group is not for just men who are open. Like 80% of the men in the group are monogamous, but they're open-minded. Like, they don't care if there's other men around there who are open. Like, they're not threatened. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like alpha male training. So a man is not going to, it's not going to be threatened by the fact that I'm open or poly and around him or in the same group or whatever. But the men come there for personal empowerment, and we support each other with our relationships. We allow each other to like vent, you know what I'm saying? And like really have emotional moments to share our frustrations and to get advice. So yeah, that's what the men's group is about. Spirituality, personal empowerment and relationships. And we talk finance and stuff like that too. Then there's a women's group as well. Yeah. The women's group, Blue Butterfly, I guess you and Kendra talked about that. We talked about that. And that's in the link in the thing. You can go to membership. Is it under the memberships tab?
Yeah.
On the site? Okay, so those courses and memberships and shit like that. Okay. I have to, before we get all into something new, because y'all gonna get a real treat. I told you this had to do with my twin flame situation, and he's actually, if I'm putting you on the spot a little bit, you do a little reading thingy.
Want me to do a reading?
Yeah, with your created thing. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, with my my Bagua reading. So I have a site, baguaastrology.com, where I can tell you what your personality portfolio is.
And then what I'm compatible with.
Yes.
Can you tell me that? Real quick? Can it be, okay. Can you? Let me know.
It's not super quick in terms of, I'll have to run your chart. But I ran Cidney's chart. So basically, what the personality portfolio does is it identifies how you think. So your mind, it talks about your heart, like how you feel, your emotions, and it talks about your physical body, right? So how you feel around certain people and who you're compatible with physically and things like that. So I ran Cidney's chart, so I have 9 archetypes, right? So I ran Cidney's chart the other day, and she is a peacekeeper in the mind. So she's very balanced in the mind, right? In terms of how she looks at the world, she believes in balance and unity and everybody getting equality. Mm-hmm. From a spiritual perspective, a heart perspective, she's a lover. She's got like a lover heart. So she's like, that's why she talks about sexuality so much, and she's so open and free, and she's butt naked on the videos and talking about, like, she's got that lover energy. And from a physical body perspective, she is a lover body. Right? So she enjoys sexuality, like the physicalness of sexuality. She enjoys like cuddling and affection and intimacy and those types of things.
I do like cuddling. You're a good cuddler.
Yes. So that's what the Bagua astrology, the character map or personality report tells you. And so I've been doing readings for people, and I have a special going on right now where if you go to the site, you can get an 18-page report, plus you can get a 25-minute consultation for $39. That's super cheap.
And that's for this nigga. Oh my god, I'm not even gonna get into
usually it's hundreds. So
yeah. This nigga here is bougie, but because he ain't just no regular nigga. You know what I'm saying? So you said something today that was fascinating. You said you would prefer or really like or be totally 100% cool with living in a home with one woman and a multiple man, and they all have sex with a woman.
Right.
That is interesting that you said that. And I thought I loved you before, but I really love you now. I would love that setup. Why the fuck would you say some shit like that?
Well, and it gets a little deep, and most folks probably won't really be able to relate to it. So most men would prefer to live in a house with them as the man and multiple women. So you ask 100 men, the men who would want a plural thing would say, 99% would say, yeah, I want it to be me and like 5 women, right? So, but for me, and I'm okay with that, but for me, I'm perfectly fine being a part of a house or, community or whatever. No. Where I'm one of many men, and there's just one woman in the house. Yes. And the reason why I'm saying that,
amen,
is you have to kind of know me for that. Like, again, I have a lot of partners. I have a lot of girlfriends.
Amen.
In a lot of cities.
Yes.
So it's not like a competition for me. I wouldn't feel threatened in that situation in any way. I would appreciate the brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, we would come together as men and get some shit done. I feel it's a great situation for the woman. She would get all the love and support and care and sex and whatever else that she needs.
Yes.
Which would keep her nice and supple and relaxed. She wouldn't have to do a lot of work in a situation like that. You see what I'm saying? So I've done blog posts. I talked about women building a queendom.
Yes.
So you can be a part of a queendom or a kingdom or an empire, right? So women need to look at, do you want a queendom?
Yes.
So if you want a queendom, you can build the queendom the way you want.
Yes.
So it can be you with multiple men in that situation.
Yes.
Or it can be you with one man, and then maybe you have some other men or other support networks, it doesn't be sexual, but just other support people around you. As a woman, you're responsible for building your queendom.
Yes.
Like, whatever you need in life to get through, to provide the support that you need, it's your responsibility to build that. If for men as a kingdom, it's the same thing. Yes. It's your responsibility. So, don't put it on anybody else. If your man is not able to support you emotionally and listen to you and understand you, you need to find somebody else, whether it be girlfriends or other guys, who can support you in that way. It's your responsibility. That's what a queen does. Yes. She puts all the pieces where she needs them.
Oh my God, I love you. He gave me some really good advice one time. I called Rakhem years ago, and I was like, no, this is last year. But the damn chef I was fucking, hell, yeah, it was good. He was Gemini too, hell. I gotta watch y'all. Y'all swing your balls and your mind is not right afterwards. We got love from the UK, by the way. She's one of them.
Oh, sweet.
Anywho, he told me basically that I need to be building my queendom because I was trying to make a nigga that wanted to be a sometime nigga, all the time nigga, and it just didn't work. So then he basically said that he can be a part of the queendom, but you need to treat him and give them the energy appropriately. You probably said it a lot different and better, but that's what I got from it. That's the kind of shit I be around. It's so foreign to me. I remember I was in a car in New York City listening to these women talk about they was mad and only them. Monogamy talk gets really foreign to my mind because I be around people like, MJ and all those other people. I be around you. It just sounds weird. But I almost, cut loose when you were just talking just now because that was just some good shit. Yes, I received that. And that's what I'm going through this training thing with Kenya right now with. That is what my life is going to be. I really want a queendom. I've always wanted a queendom like that. I would love to be the only woman with about 5 niggas in the house. That would be wonderful, working together. And when I, you talked about getting into it, I like to smash homie. Everybody knows I like to dive into the homie. It's nothing like having a friend and getting in him. I like it. I enjoy it. I mean, any dude that I have talked to and I like their friend and knew about it, and I most likely end up dating them. I remember that thing went viral. Did you see that last year? It was a post I had of me holding hands with a dude and my leg was on the other dude like this. And it went viral and people was acting crazy and shit like that over it. Because it was a situation where his friend was fine. I said, your friend is fine and I want to date you both. They said, okay. I loved him for it. Eventually, I feel like it was too much for them to handle with me being a public figure. They was all tight and shit, want to be private. Anytime niggas talking about being private, my pussy dry up. I don't hear about you want to be private. This shit's whack. So, to me. So, it's just something really good about getting into more than one man. It's even better when they friends. It's even better when they related. I need twin brothers. I've always wanted brothers. Get me the father and the son. Oh, and the father and the son. I want all that shit. I definitely like to dive in it. I don't have a problem with it at all. So hearing all that is just really, really, really good. It really gets my mind whirling about being there when I ain't got to do too much. I just get to just bounce from ball to ball and just have all of them at one time. People say a train. Black folks, a train. Well, I don't give a fuck if you call it a go-kart, nigga, hell. You can call it a go-kart, an aeroplane, a scooter. I don't give a fuck what the fuck motor vehicle you call it. But it's something really good about having, more than one man please me at one time. It's like a competition. It's a good, healthy competition. Even if it's a little testosterone in there, somebody gonna be trying to make me come the fastest and hardest. I would like to kick back and see who wins. Goddamn it. That is a great situation. And I know a lot of women feel like that. Because, I was talking to this one girl, and she was like, if my man wanted another woman, that's fine, but I wouldn't want another man. I wouldn't want that. I didn't believe it. But once I talked to her, I was like, so you wouldn't want that? So the idea of one fine man on your titty and one fine man licking your ass and one fine man licking your pussy don't turn you on? No. Okay, all right. So you thought about it, then you said no. Okay, so we see that. All right, so I was like, so why are you saying that? Well, most men probably wouldn't, want that. Okay, I didn't ask you about the man. I asked you about you. Why would you not want that? Well, most men is crazy. I had to ask her that shit 3 times before she stopped talking about what she thought a man would want. Right. So once I got down to it, I was like, so what if your man was 100% cool with it and it was a lot to take the test and he promised you he was cool with it and he wouldn't divorce you and leave you? Well, yeah, I'd do it. So you want to do it. You just worried about what a man may want and what a man may not want.
And that's what most women worry about. Most women worry about the fact that their man will not accept them if they even express the reality of how they feel about their sexuality. So they just keep it hidden. They keep faking orgasms, acting like he's turning the pussy out and shit. You know what I'm saying?
They do that?
No, I mean, remember, I'm a relationship coach. I'm a sex coach, so I talk to thousands of couples, so I know the deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've talked to enough couples, I've talked to enough singles. I know the games that are played inside these relationships. So, sexless marriages at an all-time high. You know what I'm saying? Infidelity's at an all-time high. Backpage? Are you fucking kidding me? Married men.
Oh, okay? I'm a phone sex operator.
Yeah, phone sex operators. It's
married men.
It's married motherfuckers. AshleyMadison.com. You know what I'm saying? Like, please. Pornography. These men are, you know what I'm saying? Please do not talk to me about, motherfuckers expressing their real sexual desires. They're lying. They're full of shit.
Men do it too. Women I think are worse than men, but men do lying.
Well, women, everybody's lying.
Yeah.
Men are lying, women are lying. We got, down low behaviors on an all-time high. What's up with all this down low bullshit? Live your truth. Speak your truth. Don't go sneaking around. Like, men are on the down low like a motherfucker, man. I just don't, it's crazy. And the women, too. I mean, the women, anybody work for a psychic hotline? Women are calling there like, look, my husband is getting on my nerves. I'm really trying to see my boyfriend this weekend. How can I go about getting that? You know what I'm saying?
Well, my part of the inboxes was I want to come to your party, but I don't want to bring my husband because he's lame. Exactly. Should I choke him down? Should I come and choke down with him? Or should I go ahead and bring Tariqas? You know what I'm saying? Those are the conversations. So I think that you and this man is, God, this could go on all day. Yeah. So I would really suggest you guys buy whatever the fuck this nigga is selling. On the site, you have courses and shit. Like you have the
hundreds
courses,
hundreds of audios and videos about relationships, sexuality, about gender, about personal empowerment, about ceremonies and rituals women can do to strengthen themselves and get what they want. This is a whole metaphysics. The list goes on.
It really does.
It's the biggest metaphysical and relationship library on the planet, period.
I know because I'm now an honorary member. So I've been in there and it is extensive. It's thousands of, literally, I know it's over 1,000 fucking videos you have access to when you become a member, when you enroll for the courses. And like I was saying yesterday, when you don't know something, admit it and fucking and decide to learn. Because, I already said, I don't know how to fucking manifest my queendom yet. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing yet. So that's why I'm here, absorbing this knowledge from Kenya and Rakhem. I'm up here, I'm being very humble. Black people don't like to go to the doctor. That's why they be dying and shit, let alone admit what they need help. For me, this is a form of therapy. For me, it's a very unorthodox version of therapy for me, with the sessions that I go through in which me and Kenya are getting into my childhood and things like that. What the fuck is that? That is therapy. And y'all don't like to put it. I'm not trying to say they're a therapist. I don't know if I can say that legally. I'm not trying to say all that. I'm not trying to say it, but I'm saying for me, and that's why I'm viewing it. And so I really feel like, fellas, humble yourself. Everybody needs to humble themselves. I had to. It was definitely hard for me to admit that I didn't know how to manifest something. Because I'm supposed to be the law of attraction guru, right? I manifested this and that. But, I just had to go ahead and be real. I don't know how to manifest that. And it's okay. It's something very liberating about admitting that you don't know. So, and it's okay to not know. It's what the fuck? It's really okay. So I feel like for the courses and things like that I have seen have been mind-blowing. He even deals with, how to deal with a woman on her period and shit. We're not talking about getting the heating pad and putting on it. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about going and making some tea. Making some tea is great. We're not talking about her locking up in a room and telling the bitch shut the fuck up because she's crying too much. We're talking about really learn how to deal with a woman on her cycle. You even have I heard you even have a pussy eating course. Is that true?
Yeah.
You got a pussy eating course.
It's called the art of oral.
And a lot of y'all niggas need it because your head be terrible. Y'all be down there shaking like a pit bull, looking stupid. You don't be doing a goddamn thing. Why the fuck are you licking the area between my clit and my hole? What the fuck nerve endings are right there for you to be licking on? See, I used to just pretend. I didn't help. I used to pretend like he was good because quiet oral sex is awkward. Mm-hmm. So he has a course in which he, discusses that. Now I have not sampled the mouth. But Kenya has said I should sample the mouth. And I don't believe I should be telling, I shouldn't disobey. It's really selfless here. I want to be obedient. Anyway, so make sure you go to the link in the bio and check out all of the damn shit. Join the Facebook groups. How do they even find that shit? Like, I don't think you can search it. You have to go through a process to get into the group. So would that be the website, right? Yeah,
you have to get into the groups. You buy a membership, either bronze, silver, or gold. So it's at jla.jujumama.com. The link is in the description. And once you join the membership, get the membership, you're added to the men's group, and then there's an entrance process to get into the women's group.
Yeah.
And so once you're in, then you'll be added to the email list, to the groups, and you'll be doing work with Kenya and the rest of the women on a regular basis.
Okay, cool. So do that shit. You definitely should do that. Anything else? The readings and shit like that. It's so much stuff to talk about. Like, I could be here all day. The reading really did fit me, and that's something you originated, correct?
Right. The Bagua astrology system.
Making up astrology systems and shit. that's crazy that you did that. But that's another thing we can talk about. Maybe another video. Maybe tomorrow we can really focus on the reading. Maybe we can, or whenever he's available, you can really see him give me a reading, and then go from there. But we love y'all. I'll give it maybe another 5 minutes just so we can see if we have any more questions. Other than that, we can leave because it's been a while.
Yeah.
Let's see what's up. We got Juju Mama there. We got, yes. There were some other questions I did not see. I don't know. And you are Rakhem. His name is in the thing, Rakhem. I'll tag him right now so y'all can go and see. It should be. It's not letting me tag you. Never mind. It's in the description. Any other questions? I really don't fucking feel like going to find the questions. Any more questions, people? We can give you another minute to post a question that you may have for him or for myself, and then he can answer it.
Appreciate y'all listening and tuning in. Hopefully there was some helpful information. Take what works, take what's valuable, throw the rest of the shit away. That's how we do. But hopefully you all will come join the groups and check us out, and see if it's a fit. But it's a lot of knowledgeable people there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of knowledgeable people, a lot of folks who are really, creating the life that they want and getting the support they need for that. So looking forward to seeing you all in groups very soon.
It's a slight delay. That's the only reason I'm trying to give another minute, because they probably just got when I said ask questions.
Okay, gotcha.
It's a slight delay. But yeah, I ain't gonna be doing too much. What are the group's names?
So the co-ed group with men and women is the Progressive Love Base Camp group. The men's group is called the Peaceful Warrior Men's Group. And the women's group is called the Blue Butterfly Women's Group.
Well, that's a good question. What is an appropriate age to start teaching the kids?
You want to start teaching your children right away to be real. You see what I'm saying? Like, children learn from watching and experiencing adults. So, if they see you expressing how you really feel, as women, about your sexuality and your real needs and desires, like boys are going to pick up on that and learn about what it is to be a real woman. You know what I'm saying? And how to take care of her and how to manage her and how to, deal with her emotional needs and desires.
Do you have children?
I have 3 children. One's in college, and I have one in high school, one in middle school. So, again, the key with open relating is you got to be real. You got to be 100%. You see what I'm saying? You can't be faking the funk and be successful with open relating. So I would start to teach the principles around open relating. I would start teaching your daughters to not be ashamed of their sexuality. Like, as soon as they start to get those feelings, like women, you know the deal. When you see your daughter start to feel they're feeling the tingle in their clitoris and they start to get feels going on, you start talking to them about what that is. You see what I'm saying? And tell them not to be ashamed of it. Let's talk about it. And that's when you start to have those discussions with them. When they reach puberty, when they start talking to boys, have talks to them about sex, about attraction, about what boys are and what boys are looking for, about what girls are looking for. So you start at a young age in terms of being real with your children. Do not fake them out. Don't act like you don't have any issues and no worries and everything is just perfect, because they're going to grow up. They're going to follow in your footsteps. They're going to get inside a relationship, inside a marriage, and be like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, we're fighting. This is not working out. So-and-so cheated on me. Don't set your kids up for failure. Teach them how to be real. Teach them how to express their true wants and true desires to their potential partners. Teach them about sex. It's very important.
So if you were to catch your daughter masturbating, would you throw the Bible at her and tell her she's a whore?
No, it's natural to masturbate. You know what I'm saying? It's natural to touch yourself. If you feel yourself tingling down there, you know what I'm saying, you're going to touch yourself.
It's really crazy how people really don't understand how traumatic, especially in the black community, especially black mamas and daddies, how when a child is starting to touch themselves, shit like that, the things that they say that are just so, that they, you have to have compassion because the parents are doing their best, but at the same time, don't touch that. That's nasty. It's like that. What the fuck wrong with you? Don't touch that. That's nasty. You should let nobody touch it. Don't ever touch that. That should be.
What did the preacher say in the church? It said if you masturbate, you go blind or some shit. What's the shit they say in the church?
Kids really believe that shit, though. The kids really be believing that
Well,
shit.
yeah, because adults are saying it.
Yeah.
So if adults says if you masturbate, you'll go blind. What the fuck are we doing to our children?
I think the church is one of the worst places to raise a kid. I really think a church is one of the worst places to raise a kid. But we got into that. That's why I have 18-year-old virgin. Okay. Let me see. Somebody else said something. I think. Wait. Okay. No. What courses? I don't know if you want to answer that one. Or do you want to answer that?
What if you don't have the money to pay? Well, it's only $20 a month. So if you don't have the money for the courses, I would say just follow us, follow our pages. Follow the Juju Mama fan page. We've got a free library, so you can go there and sign up for free. And there's 10, 15 videos in there, so you can get some resources for free. We've got a free progressive love guide on our website. Go to jujumama.com and go to the shop and get the progressive love handbook. So we've got a ton of free stuff. I mean, there's so much wisdom and knowledge that we drop. You can get it for free. But $20 a month, I mean, it's not. We make it real affordable for folks, in my view.
Yeah. One last question I have for you.
Okay.
You're going to be participating in my my lacing and in my whole very rigorous 40-hour fucking program that I am doing with Kenya in order to just the overall improvement. It's not just about Smith Claim, it's about money. It's the overall. Right. I got the fucking overall reprogramming. Yeah. What part are you going to play in that? So
I'm going to work with Cidney in terms of the Tantra. So I'm going to help awaken her feminine energy, her magnetic energy. I'll do that through some subtle sexual interaction with her. It's going to be energy work, so no touch work, and then light touch on certain parts of her body to help wake up certain energy centers within her, right? Because the thing with a woman is your magnetism as a woman is going to dictate in many ways what you attract to you, which includes money, which includes prosperity, which includes men, relationships, marriages, etc. So you got to get your magnetism on fleek as a woman. So I work with women, do Tantra work to help awaken that within them. So I'll do a little bit of that with Cidney as part of her package. I'm excited. I never had that before. You never had it? I had a Tantra thing with somebody, but I wasn't attracted to him. I told you that I was. And I wasn't attracted to him. So I was just like this the whole time. I was stiff. I was weird. But the hard part is over. I cried in front of you. This is the dude who wiped my tears. I cried for 2 hours the other day. I was sitting there crying and shit, and this is the person who actually wiped my tears. And I was actually nervous about being vulnerable in front of Rakhem because he knew me a little bit too well. I was weird. It was, I don't know how I felt. But yeah, so is that all you're going to be doing with me? Or is there other stuff? I'll talk to Kenya and see what else is happening, but that's going to be the main thing. Okay, question. Okay, so because attraction matters in Tantra, do you do it with anyone who pays? Or is it how does one get to have you do what you're doing with me? Is it a place on the site for that? For them to go and get that from you? You can go to jujumama.com and then click coaching. And under the coaching section, you can get Tantra, you can get energy work, etc. So a lot of my clients that do energy work long distance. So I got a client who's in Arizona, I got one who's in Canada, where it's just energy work. And, I help bring them to an orgasmic state, again, just over Skype. Damn. Shit. So, okay, that's the question we were getting before, because they see I'm here, so they think that they have to be here. I'm just a bit of an extremist. So if I'm 3 hours away, I'm going to drive my ass up here and get it done. Mm-hmm. But somebody can do it, and so anyone can get that from you. Yeah, it's long. It can be long distance. You can be anywhere on the planet, and I'll work with you to get you open as a woman. Help you feel comfortable, help you feel relaxed, open your attraction up, and we'll really get some stuff going on. Okay, it's another question about one of your products that you have. Mm-hmm. Okay, so today I've been seeing you talk to different clients on the phone all day. You have people who call you and have access to you all day. I know it's a way for women to be able to get guidance. What kind of package is that she has? Is this some kind of relationship coaching thing she has going on with you right now? Yeah, so I have a couple of high-end clients. That's what you just called just now, actually. And what they do is they buy packages of hours, like 40 hours, 20 hours, whatever, where they can just call me anytime. So if she's having issues with her boyfriend or, with her job or whatever, she calls me. I give her my perspective, like a metaphysical perspective. I tell her what I think the guy's thinking or what he's really saying in a text message. I help her construct text messages. I do readings for her on the spot. So we'll do a reading. I'll say, well, this is how he really feels about you right now. Or this is what he felt about the text you just sent. So I'll help my female clients decode what men are saying, what they're thinking, what their actions are. And then I give them strategies for how they can address these men, right? And so that's what I work with a lot of my women, is really helping them. I do the same thing with the men. You know, I help the men understand, look, if she's saying this, then this is what you need to do to help her or to support her. You know, this is what she's really saying. She's not mad because you did that. She's really upset about something that happened a week ago that you never addressed. So I help bring things to the mind of men so they understand what women are really thinking, what they're going through, so they can improve the relationship.
Damn, that's some good shit. I think everybody needs that service. Hey, look, we can go on all day. I really do appreciate. I thank you so much for taking out the time to talk to the people on here, and for being the best Kimmy ever. You know I love you. So we are going to roll out. I'm going to probably go and do something with myself. But you guys go to the link in the thing. I tagged him. Oh shit! I don't know if he's tagged in this video.
Yeah, I don't think you tagged me.
I thought I did.
My name's in there. I don't know if you tagged me though.
Okay. I'm gonna go back and tag him so you can find him on Facebook, shoot him the inboxes or whatever, communicate with this person, find him, talk to him, go to go to the damn link in the bio. Goddamn.
That's right. We got two sites. One is jla.jujumama.com. The other one is www.jujumama.com.
All that, but really go to the link in the bio. I like that.
Go to the link in the bio. Yes, definitely.
All right. Well, we'll see y'all later. If you got questions, I'll tag him in the comments. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Sid.
All right. Bye.
Peace and blessings.